And we're in day 2. You guys ready?
Yeah.
We are ready.
Yay. I was going to, what'd you say?
This is a fun day.
This is a fun
Yes.
day. We have props.
Oh, I have lots of props.
We have lots of props, and it's just us 3 here today. I'm going to put up our on-time drawing. So you guys, this is day 2 of Manage the Damage Challenge. Lindsay, Diane, and Kathy are here with you today talking about how to clean out your pantry. 5 swaps, you're not going to miss a thing. We promise, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so before we get started, if you're here right now, type on time in the comments below. I'm going to check. Did either of you check to make sure it's streaming good and we're looking fantastic?
That's what I was just getting ready to take a peek at.
So we have this streaming in 2 groups right now, and if you both want to make sure Jenny's here on time, Heather's here on time, if you both want to make sure the actual video is just pinned up in the announcements of your groups, because I had the reminder. And you guys, if you're watching this live, say hey, let us know where you're tuning in from. Make sure you type on time below and tag a friend. If you have friends in the group that you're in, tag them. If you wish you would have invited them, invite them, okay? So we're going to talk about our 5 pantry swaps, but we also get to pick a homework winner. We get to drop a secret word for day 2, and we get to pick an on-time winner. So I guess, do you guys want to, should we review? Like, Diane, do you want to talk about the on-time, or do you want to talk about the secret word? Don't tell the secret word, but what they're doing this week with secret words.
Okay, so with the secret word, we're going to have 5 of them, and you have to know all of them. Obviously, you have to watch the videos to know all of them. So on Friday, you can be entered in for a drawing for the secret word that you've collected throughout the whole week. So it's super fun. And I'll announce them. I'll just say, hey, this is your secret word. And so just remember it, and then we'll ask you for them on Friday.
Perfect. And Lindsay, do you want to do a homework review of what our homework is, like what they're doing a little bit with homework, what homework day 1 was-ish? You don't have to have all the details, but.
Yeah, sure. So every day you also have an opportunity to win by completing the homework assignment that we give you. And yesterday's was had to do with our planning theme and also figuring out your why and your goals that you want to work on. So your assignment was to go post that on your own social media page, your goals and your why, and to take a snapshot and tag hashtag MTD day 1. And every day you will get a new assignment, and it'll be hashtag MTD day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on.
Perfect. Okay, so as we go through today's workbook page, and a lot of it is like we're going to be showing things, talking about things. You guys are going to be filling in the blanks with some of the suggestions of the 5 things we give you to make swaps for, and we'll talk about why, how to use them, and then you have homework at the end. We'll review that when we pull up the homework sheet. I'm going to leave the on-time drawing ticker going probably till like 2 more minutes, because I know people sometimes with groups have a hard time getting in. So let's see who else is here so we can say, hey, Robin is on time. Maria is on time. We will pick our winner at the end, and we're doing an on-time winner every single day. And you're going to enter our little giveaway form if you've ever done this on our Tuesday night parties. But for this specific event, we have special like digital downloadable things you can get, and we have some tangible things. So if you want one of our favorite things, goodie bags. Some of you know some of the things that we've given away in the past, but we've also got some bonus like cookbook type, meal plan type things that some people are really wanting to get their hands on to kind of level up their health journey. Okay, so you guys, let's jump into the workbook. Diane, do you get the biggest piece of the puzzle today? You get the biggest piece of the pie today because you're talking about 3 things, right? And then Leslie and I each have 1. Do you want to start?
Okay, correct. So basically, at the top of your workbook, you'll see considering replacing these 5 things with these alternatives. Okay, so butter. Naturally, you're thinking, oh gosh, I don't know if I can get rid of butter, or I don't like the taste of anything but butter. But I use ghee. Okay, and this is just, you can find it at Walmart, which is huge, because see, where I live, we don't have a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or any of those specialty stores. So, we have to rely on Walmart. And I've actually become very creative with finding things there. So you can find the ghee. They have some in the cold section, and they also have it in the oils and cooking oils section aisle. So you can find it there. But what ghee is just clarified butter. So, and it tastes just like butter. So you're not going to lose your taste of, of your, butter that you like on your biscuits and all that stuff. And what I have found too is that the ghee also comes, you can get avocado oil, butter, which also will work in the place of ghee. And you can cook with this. Seriously, it tastes just like butter. So if you have any questions on that, if you can't find it, there's other brands. This is a Carrington brand, but if you have any more questions on that, I can certainly get you more. Okay, so the next one is, unless y'all have anything y'all want, ghee sounds. Yes, you can bake with it as well. And they also have at Walmart, and I'm sure they have it at Whole Foods too, plant-based grass-fed stick butter. And I actually don't have a picture of that, but I can post some pictures on the feed when we're done. So the next one, unless y'all had something else y'all use differently than I do.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick. I'm trying to get rid of the on-time ticker. But when we're, am I echoing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for a second. Then I'll unmute. Okay, so when people are baking and they're trying to get rid of dairy, which we will be talking with you guys more extensively this week about why you might opt into excluding dairy or certain things from your diet. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But the ghee gets rid of part of the dairy, right? But there's other things, and I can't hear you yet. I'm going to unmute you in a second. But the other thing we talked about was maybe like applesauce, yogurt, different things that maybe people could use instead of butter if they're just trying to cut fat but still eat healthy. So do you have anything like that? I'm going to unmute you now. Sorry about that.
Yes, you actually can use, like you said, the applesauce. And when you're baking, when you're cooking, I know it's not on the list, but I use a lot of coconut milk in the can. And the ones in the can really work better for baking. And that could be like, how you make, let's say, for instance, you're going to make a standard bechamel sauce, which is butter, flour, and then you add your milk in it. So you can use the ghee, you can use coconut milk as opposed to the dairy milk, and you can use almond flour, any kind of other flour than your normal gluten flour. And that makes a delicious, basic sauce that you can, that's your base sauce. So I love cooking with the ghee. I don't have any problems with it. But, like you said, applesauce is another good thing too. So there's a lot of little tips and tricks you can use to make it taste delicious. Personally, I actually like cooking cleaner than the other stuff. Okay, so I'll hop on into the flour. Now, flour is my favorite because I bake a lot, cookies and cakes and all that good stuff. So I'm always finding different recipes. And when I say there is a plethora of flour choices, I'm not lying. So your basic are going to be your almond flour and your coconut flour. And again, all this I get at Walmart, but you also can buy it off of Amazon. So this is the 100% coconut flour, gluten-free. You can bake with this, lots of recipes. Almond flour and coconut are your two major ones. Now, I have also found recipes with chickpea flour, and I can make, more savory dishes with this chickpea flour. And it's 100% chickpea, gluten-free, no artificial flavors, and you got it. I can get it at Walmart, which is crazy. Okay, organic.
Walmart's come a long way, hasn't it?
It has. It has. Cassava flour is another one.
Oh.
Did she freeze for all of us? fill in the blanks. Lindsay, do you use alternative flours?
I've used almond flour primarily, and then I've also looked for almond flour and cassava flour when I am buying products like crackers and chips. And like there are wonderful, yummy almond flour crackers that I buy at Costco that also have cassava flour in them, and a lot of tortilla chips that will have cassava flour and cauliflower. So that's another flour that I think is often overlooked.
Flour, but that's pretty creative. Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. So you're getting your veggie in there too, but really so many more products are adding both of those things into them, and they taste, I mean, I've totally made the switch to all of my chips to be cassava and cauliflower. That's great.
And one of the things, Jamie said, does it change your measurement? She loves to bake. I honestly don't know. Do you? I just like whatever it says to use for flour, I just use my alternative flours.
Yeah, that's what I've done as well. So
the one thing I love, and I don't know if you've done this, Lindsay, you can buy cassava flour. Who's the company that you guys that are listening, who's the pancake company? Kaylee Aldridge, I know you know this. I can't think of it. It's in my cabinet right now. It's a paleo pancake mix, but it's cassava flour based. And, you know, when we were kind of taking our kids away from gluten, which we are going to talk more about this week, and we're trying to teach you guys how to manage the damage, make some little healthy changes that you're not even going to notice. With the pancakes, I have made them from scratch, but there is a recipe out there. Oh, I cannot think of the company.
Is it the Red Mills brand?
It's not Red Mills. It starts with a B, I think. I might have to go get it. But pancake, like my kids never asked a stinking thing. And when we get into sweeteners, which Lindsay's going to do, we made a syrup swap. It's cutting calories, but it's also cleaning out ingredients so that our body can process it better. And y'all know during the holidays, we're going to be eating enough crap, right? So the whole point of this workshop is to give you some healthy little hacks, clean out some of the stuff you can clean out, so that if you want to eat the cookie the way the cookie was made at your grandma or your sister's house or whatever, eat the stinking cookie, right? But some of these little things you won't miss. It's birch woods. I'm pretty sure birch blenders. Thank you, Robin. That's the one. So you can make things from scratch, or you can buy them. Okay, so do you want to jump into sweeteners, or you want me to jump into this? You want to do sweeteners?
No, I can do sweeteners. Yeah. And it was interesting. I was kind of just looking up and reminding myself about things that sugar. Oh, hi, Diane.
You're sorry, I don't know what happened. This is the craziest day.
So Lindsay's gonna chat a little bit about sugar, and then we'll come back to flour.
Sure. That sounds great.
Yeah. Okay. So sugars, just the chronic conditions that can come from sugar. I thought it was so interesting that one of the big ones is low immunity. And right now, with flu season coming and with COVID out there, I think it's just important to remember that keeping your body healthy with the foods you eat also helps keep your immunity higher, and so you don't get sick. So that was huge. Obviously, faster aging from sugar, tooth decay, I'm sure we know about that one, and then stress increase. And that's really interesting because a lot of times you're stressed, you want to eat the sugar, but it's also increasing your stress. So it's like this cycle that you get yourself in. And then there's also a big effect on your digestive tract when you're eating sugar. So those are just some things to keep in mind of why we want to make the healthy switches to other things. So these are some things that I switched over to and I eat regularly. Maple syrup. And this is pure, 100% pure maple syrup that I got at Aldi. It comes in this big container, and it's not very expensive there at all. And a little bit goes a very long way. So this will last me months and months, really. And I use this primarily on my oatmeal instead of brown sugar. And again, just a little bit. So I'll do bananas and walnuts and this on my oatmeal in the morning. And when you're making those pancakes with the birch benders, you can just put a little bit of this on the side with your ghee, and then you got your breakfast good to go as well. Another good switch is honey. So,
Aw,
honey.
so cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, my little container I made at one of those paint me pottery places. So honey, and another important thing about honey, they do say try and get raw honey, and to get local honey, the more local you can get, the better. And local can also mean like it doesn't have to be like right in your town, although that's even better. But it's like I don't know the actual mile radius if anyone knows, but I live in Florissant, Missouri. If I get Illinois honey, that's still close enough to be local for me as well. Another one of my favorites that I've completely switched over to stevia. It comes in a liquid form, so like I will drop this in my teas, a couple drops of the liquid. And then this little packet of stevia that also has monk fruit mixed with it. I know, Diane, you were talking about monk fruit.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and a little bit of monk fruit goes a long way too. It's super sweet. And so you put this in your favorite morning beverage drink or add it to baking as well, stevia and monk fruit. And then there is another one that you might not think about, but it's known as nature's candy. Anyone know what that one is? Comment below if you know what nature's candy is.
It's an
Can you
actual
guess?
sweetener, not a candy.
Right. It's a natural sweetener that's known as like nature's candy.
And it's not
Sugar cane. No cane sugar.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Dates.
what?
Oh yes, I bake with those all the time. Yes, yes.
Yeah, dates. They are very sweet, and you
Yes.
can bake with them. You can chop them up in different dishes, and I think I even saw recently a smoothie recipe where they put dates in it
Yeah.
that gave it more of a caramel flavor by adding dates. So,
That's
nature's
great.
candy. To avoid artificial sweeteners, obviously, and then another one that I'm guilty of using lately, and I'm going to try and cut out myself, is agave nectar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good, and I was looking into it a little bit more, and it actually can be just as bad as high fructose corn syrup. So that is a goal of mine for this holiday season, to start adding in some of my other healthy sweeteners instead of the agave syrup that I tend to go to.
Yeah.
We still use it a little bit on our pancakes. I figure it's better than Aunt Jemima. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, it is.
And my kids don't notice
That's in the right direction for sure.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so you guys, we're going to come back a little bit to the flowers. We've got pasta, and then that's it. Is that our 5?
Oh, oil. We have some oil.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Diane, why don't you finish with flowers, and you're also in charge of oils, right?
Right. I can
And
just
then I'll do
pasta.
Yep.
Okay. I'll it's not too much. Okay, so another flour, like I said, there's a plethora of them, is cashew flour. Now this, you can make cream sauces with. So when I was telling you about the bechamel sauce that you make with the ghee, this is the flour you can make because cashew gives it more. I use this for Alfredos. It's awesome. But I also bake with this cookies and stuff. So you can pretty much, and it's all on the backs of these gives you the substitution ratios and how to use these flours. So it's real, don't be scared of it, or, it's very self-explanatory. The other one is my quinoa flour. So again, I'm a big baker, so I like to mix these up. So this is gluten-free as well, also bought at Walmart, but I make a really good pizza crust with it. So so that is it with the flours, but they have brown rice flour, which I have as well. So anything other than the regular white bleached flour that's full of gluten. So some of the oils, again, I use those baking as well, is the toasted sesame oil I like to make when I'm making some kind of oriental dish. Your classic, just went to blank.
Olive oil. I know that one.
Extra virgin olive oil, yes. So that's your substitute. So if you don't want any of the other oils, get away from Crisco, canola, and all those, and just use the extra virgin olive oil. Avocado oil. Now it is a little pricey, but it's a high heat oil. So if you're going to cook something that, like I'll use it for vegetables, and no meats or any of that. Don't put it in any kind of meats, but for your eggs. But it's a high heat oil, so you got to watch it because it will burn. But I like that one too. I bake with that one. And then my second go-to is my coconut oil. So again, there's so many other different alternatives than Crisco, canola, vegetable oil. You really want to stay away from all of those types of oils and just, stick with these coconut, avocado, grapeseed oils, also good, sesame oil. And they're all in the oil section at Walmart. So that's where you're shopping, you'll find it. So those are my substitutes for the flours and oils.
Yay. Walmart, it really has, you guys, if you're not local to us, do you have an Aldi store, ALDI or something similar? But between Aldi and Walmart, everybody can clean up what they're eating affordably, right?
Yes.
So often that is what people complain about is like, I want to make healthier swaps. I don't know what to do. So we're teaching you what to do. And I don't know where to shop. We're teaching you where to shop. Walmart, Aldi, and where we shop online, there's nowhere else you have to go. I think we got it covered, which we'll teach you more about that on Thursday. And then being budget friendly. And so I get to cover pastas and flour, like there's a little bit of similarities, but why you want to consider cleaning up the pasta, the white, typical pasta, that flour pasta that you guys are eating, there's very little nutrients in it. If people are trying to avoid gluten, this is why you might want to make a pasta swap. But I do have a gluten-free pasta here that's not necessarily a good swap, so we'll talk about that. If you're looking for lower glycemic index, lower calorie pasta, these are some options for you. And if you're simply looking for something that actually has nutrients and fiber where everything's not stripped out, I have to tell you, pastas have been the most impressive swap for me. So let me get rid of that banner. I think when it came to swapping pastas, let's see, pasta, what is your choice? I don't know that anybody in my family has been like, this spaghetti tastes different. Like literally, I don't think they said that. And now the syrup, Jeremy's like, what the heck is this? This is not syrup. I'm like, dude, it's syrup. The kids don't know. Be quiet. He's like, these are not. But when it comes to pasta, typically, and I don't have a normal pasta out, but pretend this was normal spaghetti and it didn't say gluten-free. We were just buying the $1 box of spaghetti. Then we started buying gluten-free, and Lindsay has one she's going to show you too. And I was like, cool, I'm following the rules. But then I looked at the box, and it's corn, rice flour, and mono and diglycerides. I don't know. No wheat ingredients. Fine. It's gluten-free. But then I learned there were better options, and now I just have a jar of brown rice, but there's actually brown rice pasta. So Lindsay's going to show you that. It literally looks like pasta. Is yours from Aldi, that blend?
This one's not. This one's from Trader Joe's.
Okay. Because you can buy it at Aldi, and they have a blend, and I think it's I don't even know how to say that word.
Quinoa and brown rice at Aldi.
Yeah. And then a lot of the brown rice pasta, there is just brown rice pasta. And then Walmart has something called, I just had it. It's what Jessica just made me lasagna out of.
Lentil
pasta. Lentil pasta, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. And these things, they're different shapes. There's spaghetti shaped brown rice pasta. There's a little spirals like you have. Jessica's lasagna was legit lasagna noodles. So making some small swaps like these over to pastas that actually have nutrients, Jessica's like, guilt-free. I'm like, bam, I'm eating the lasagna, right? Yeah. Clean it up, and we will teach you on Thursday more of our healthy hacks, like really to clean up your full diet. But these little changes, and your kids throw some ground beef in there, grass-fed, throw some clean sauce, pasta sauce. Nobody asks a darn thing. This is a little bit not connected, but we didn't have chips in there. I need to talk about a chip. I need to talk about a chip. Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to talk about any other things like this. So I wanted to do it today. There are also brown rice crackers. Lindsay already talked a little bit about this. There are some options for you guys, even like with your chips, which don't have anything to do with brown rice, but there's bean chips. These are just some of the little things. We will teach you more on Thursday night. I'm telling you now. My family doesn't ask a darn thing. It's plant-based fiber, no crap. non-GMO, all the good things. And I got it at Walmart. I'm like, dude, we can do this. We can do this. Okay?
Yeah, and Aldi has some great versions of the bean chips too.
Yes, yes.
I've actually found the quinoa chips.
Mm.
There's
Yeah.
quinoa,
Cauliflower
there's
chip.
like everything. There's
Yeah.
everything.
This brown rice pasta, 2 ingredients: organic brown rice and water. So you know what you're getting.
Yep. So simple. Okay, we're going to do our homework day winner. One winner. We've got a few notes at the end of your workbook. We're going to do our on-time winner, and then we'll talk about what's happening tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central, okay? So in order to enter the homework drawing, just to reiterate, let me pop into your workbook so y'all know, like, how did these people enter to win? If you missed it, you have to have your homework done by the next day's session, okay? So on day 1, your homework was to go onto your social media from yesterday's homework, just use this copy and paste. I found the answer to managing the damage. I've decided to blank, blank, and blank because I blank. So this was like how you're going to plan and set goals and why you want to do it. And you had to use the hashtag. This is super important. If you guys don't use the hashtag, we can't find your homework, okay? Use the hashtag. Yesterday's hashtag was hashtag MTD day 1. And this is little, but it's in your workbook. If you do not have the workbook, please type workbook below and tag your consultant or the person who invited you in if you don't know who that is, okay? So I'm going to pick a winner from yesterday's homework. Then today's homework is going to use the homework hashtag MTD day 2. So when I searched that hashtag, guess what? There's only, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. There's only 4 of you who actually did your homework. Now, I used to be a school teacher, and this is worth disciplinary action. So I expect everybody to do their homework because we want you guys to be able to enter to win, okay? So Jenny copied and pasted and filled in the blank. She wants to change to drinking more water and not so much coffee. She's going to replace 5 unhealthy foods for healthier ones, and she's going to walk 30 minutes a day. This is how she wants to manage the damage. You guys, that is realistic. She didn't say, I'm not going to eat the holiday meal. She did not restrict herself in a way that is not attainable. This is awesome. She's doing this to develop healthier habits so she can make memories with her grandchildren. Rochelle said she's going to say no to the things she doesn't want to eat, because so often we do it just out of habit. Eat her veggies, drink water, meal prep, and focus on her snacks so that she can feel good and have healthy habits. And I'm going to pick one of these 4. Eileen did a video, and I didn't get to screen this video. I didn't get to listen to what you said, so I'll have to come and it looks like she's talking about getting back on track, and then Jacqueline is relating to that. Eileen probably did a video because she was in my last challenge, and all the homework was videos. So Eileen, you went above and beyond. And then Kara said that she's going to stick with compliant food, half her body weight in water, 10,000 steps a day. All right, so what I do is I'm really, really fancy with this. I'm going to do a random number generator, and 1 through 4 is whoever wins is going to win, okay? And then if you win the homework drawing of today, please just private message me or the person who invited you in, okay? So since there was only 4 people, we're going to roll it. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, roll. Oh, number 4, that was so anticlimactic. Number 4 was 1, 2, 3, 4. Kara Quick, message me that you entered the homework drawing and you won, okay? So you guys, this is not hard. Go do your homework. If we end up with like 100 people, I'll just randomly draw, right? I just randomly pick. Today's homework before we finalize our notes for those of you that got to roll out is post on your wall. And you guys comment below if you know what these things are. Help us know what you've learned from today. I'm making some healthy swaps for the holidays, and blank is the first to go. I'm swapping it out for blank, okay? Then do just like the other girls did, use your hashtag, but today's hashtag is MTD day 2, and please tag the person who invited you, all right? If you guys have questions, please post them in the comments. Some of them, thanks to you, Lindsay, might be switching out agave nectar, so I'm glad you gave them lots of options. And you guys go do your own due diligence on what swaps you want to make, okay? Diane, do you want to,
Sure.
or who wants to wrap us up? Do you have the notes, or you want me to pull the notes from the 5 ways to cook smarter, and then we'll do our
Yep, I got the notes. Let me go ahead and say the secret word, just in case if anybody has to hop off. Okay, so the secret word for today is pantry. secret word is pantry. Okay, so 5 ways to cook smarter. Okay, even highly nutritious foods can be made unhealthy if prepared improperly. So while it's important to make good choices at the store, you should also select ways of cooking your foods that maximize the health benefits of your meal. And some of these we did talk about. Use olive oil, coconut, or grapeseed oil when you're cooking. Use fresh herbs to add flavor instead of excess salt. I don't even cook with salt. I use lots and lots of spices. Those are huge keys. You can change meals up with your spices. Organic, low or no sodium broth, chicken broth, vegetable. You can even make your own. When cooking meats, you want to grill or bake. Stay away from frying foods. That's difficult for us down in the South, but I don't fry anything. It's all in my air fryer does it. If you don't have one of those, you need to get one. Avoid margarine and rich creamy sauces and salad dressings, and you can learn how to make those very simple. You can make salad dressings. You can use the creamy sauce. You can make those out of cashews, coconut milk, pumpkin. Puree also makes a very good creamy sauce. So lots of little tips and tricks there, but when you can cook smarter with these ingredients, that's a start.
Yay. All right. Guess what? We're almost dead on the dot with our time. So thank you guys for joining us today. I'm seeing some of the comments come in. People are congratulating everybody about their homework. And I hope you guys learned something new. Tomorrow, I got to pull up our agenda for tomorrow. Is recipe day tomorrow? 5 recipes.
Yes.
We get to even talk about how you can drink during the holidays.
Yeah.
And it's still healthy, and it have benefits even for weight loss. And we'll teach you alcohols that don't give you as much of a hangover. Now, if you just want to eat some food, Diane has done an amazing job of already giving you some recipes so that you can, if you want to have like a healthy option, like I brought in a healthy cookie to Christmas Day and a bunch of unhealthy cookies, right? So if you're like, okay, I want to indulge. So that's tomorrow, 12 o'clock Central, on time winner, and then we're out. All right. So this is when I scroll up to our top. I'm going to scroll. If this does not say on time, you're not the on time winner. Let me see what this one says. On time, but it says Facebook user. All right, so let me see based on comments who that was. When it does that, that means you did not authorize StreamYard, which is okay. We might just have to go through the comments and find it, okay? So I'll have to scroll back. All right, if you know that was your comment, because you can see your face, would you message me? Otherwise, I'll go back through the comments on my phone once this is over and see who posted between Jenny Larson and Heather Wink. Whoever that person right between them is. That's who the on-time was.
That was David, Isabella, Sarah.
Fantastic. Okay. Sarah, you are on-time winner. That just means you did not authorize StreamYard, and that's okay. It just means we can't see comments unless we're on our phone. Thank you guys for being here today. We'll see you tomorrow. Go do your homework. It's a simple little post. Heather said she doesn't post much on her page, so she's having a hard time doing homework. Go post it in your stories. Post it in a group. Post it in this group, last like resort. We're trying to like get y'all out there, like sharing, spreading the word. Like this is going on and this is what I'm doing. I'm publicly like being like, I'm making a change, right? So if there's anything else you guys need, we're here. We'll be in the group. And ladies, can you think of anything else?
No, y'all have a great day.
All right. I'll see you later. All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.